PWHL hockey fans, good afternoon and thank you very much for joining us. We are live here from Joshua's Creek Arenas in Oakville for the PWHL Final Four. This is day 2 of 3 days of PWHL hockey. Friday saw 4 games, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. Today we have 2, and then this will determine who will be in the bronze medal game tomorrow morning, as well as the gold medal game in the afternoon. So this game will feature the Toronto Aeros versus the Oakville Hornets. How did they get here, or how have they done so far coming into this Final Four? Well, overall in the playoffs, Toronto boasts an 8-2 record. Oakville is 7-1. But on Friday, we'll take you back to what happened. The 9 a.m. game, the Oakville Hornets took on the Cambridge Rivulets. Oakville won that game by a score of 3-0. Then at 11 a.m., the Toronto Aeros took on the Nepean Wildcats. The Wildcats were up in that game 3-2. Toronto tied it late and then won it in overtime. Final score there, 4-3. As for the evening games, we had the Oakville Hornets take on the Nepean Wildcats, and Nepean won that game by a score of 2-1. And then at 8 p.m. just last night, Toronto Aeros took on the Cambridge Rivulets, and Toronto squeaked out a 1-0 victory. So this is your 2:30 p.m. game today on Saturday. Saturday night is hockey night, definitely suiting for what we have in store. Toronto and Oakville will come up, and then if you're watching on this same YouTube channel for JVI Sports Network, we have a link for the 4:30 p.m. game, which will be the Cambridge Rivulets against the Nepean Wildcats. Now, in talking with some of the folks around here, the running theory is that whoever wins this game between Toronto and Oakville will pretty much guarantee a spot in the gold medal game tomorrow. So win and you're in. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Taking a look at the goalies, well, for Toronto, getting the start will be number 31, Natalie Thompson. She has a 5-1 record in these playoffs, 3 shutouts, a save percentage of .949, and a goals against average of .83. Truly remarkable numbers there from Natalie Thompson. As for the Oakville Hornets, it will be Maddie MacArthur getting the start in the playoffs so far. She has a 3-1 record. Also a sparkling .940 save percentage and a goals against average of .97. So you might see a goaltending battle in this game coming up. We're just 50 seconds away from the end of the pregame warm-up. We will have the starting lineups, of course, the Canadian national anthem, and then we will be ready to get underway. So, friends and family, anyone who's watching this game right now, please feel free to share this link. And you can follow me on Twitter at Prash Naikwadi. That's PRASHNAIKWADI, all one handle there. I'll do my best to tweet out some updates during the intermissions. And we're just about ready to go, just so our viewers know. We have a 15-minute first period, followed by no flood. It'll immediately go into a second period of also 15 minutes. The teams will switch sides. And then there will be a flood between the second and the third. And then that third period will be a 20-minute third period. We have an interesting overtime format should that situation arise, and I will explain that if we get to that situation either in this Oakville and Toronto game or in the 4:30 game between Cambridge and Nepean.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and afternoon's round-robin game features the Toronto Aeros against the Oakville Hornets. I will now introduce the starting lineups. For Oakville, number 9, Jesse Feld. Number 14, Kayla Fillier. Number 22, Catherine Travers. Number 44, Emily Rickwood. Number 91, Sarah Fillier. Starting in goal, number 25, Maddie MacArthur. With the rest of the Oakville Hornets. And now the starting lineups for Toronto. Number 3, Jillian Thompson. Number 9, Gabrielle Underwood. Number 22, Sophie Jacks. Number 28, Carly Markley. Number 55, Courtney Currier. And starting in goal, number 31, Natalie Thompson. With the rest of the Toronto Aeros. Your officials for this afternoon's game has been provided by the Ontario Women's Hockey Association, linesman Marcy Ross and Melissa Westwood. Referee for today's game is Allison Maddow. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to the start of today's game, I'll please ask you to stand if you're able to. Remove your caps and help me welcome back Sydney Quinlan as she performs the Canadian National Anthem.
The Canadian National Anthem. And when you know that's over, you know you got some hockey coming up next. So settle in, everybody. If you're watching this, wherever you may be, tuning in to JVI Sports Network on YouTube to take in this PWHL Final Four game. And the stakes are high. Win and you're in. I believe whoever wins this game will punch their ticket to be in the gold medal game tomorrow afternoon, which will go down at 2 p.m. The bronze medal game is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. So we're just moments away from puck drop. This should be a great contest. Toronto in this Final Four came in as the #1 ranked seed, and the Oakville Hornets were #2, so it's their first time they're playing each other in the round robin, and of course the medal games tomorrow. So not sure what we're going to see here. I think it's going to be a close contest the whole way if the goaltending is any indication of that, but still, of course, plenty of players who can put the puck in the net as well. Plays in the corner in the Aeros zone as they look to fish the puck out. On it is Catherine Travers, and now the Aeros will break out. Pass through center. Underwood will play it in deep, and she'll peel off to the bench. Played around by the Hornets, and they'll look to move the puck out of the zone. It's a pass up there for Sarah Fillier, the captain of Oakville. A very special player indeed. She scored a shorthanded breakaway goal in yesterday's game. a highlight reel goal. She's got a lot of speed to burn and a very talented player. Sarah Fillier, in 8 games in the playoffs so far, has put up 6 goals and 5 assists for 11 points. That leads her team. As for Toronto, we got Claire Dalton, number 42. We'll look out for her. 5 goals and 2 assists for 7 points in these playoffs. And just when I mentioned Claire Dalton, she's off for a tripping call, so the Hornets will go to work on the power play. So the Oakville Hornets will get the first power play of the game. Hornets power play in the playoffs so far at 18.8% efficiency, good for 3rd. And that was throughout the whole playoffs when there were 16 teams initially in. And Toronto's penalty kill 8th at 93.5%. Also should mention on the Aeros side, number 55, Courtney Correa, 3 goals and 6 assists for 9 points. She, in fact, leads the Aeros in points so far in the playoffs. Moving in and dropping the puck back is Dobson for Kira Mehmet. Puck in the corner and now played to the line, and it just does squirt out as the Aeros get it to center. Carrying it in once again is Dobson. Dobson, one of the defense women for the Hornets, and will probably log a ton of ice time. There's Fillier busting in, crashing the net. Puck, where is it? It's still loose, and the Hornets are buzzing. Pass in front, and now it comes to the point. Emily Rickwood throws it towards it, tipped in front, and they almost got the deflection there. And played out and down the ice. Down to 30 seconds left to go in the penalty to Claire Dalton. Chances for the Hornets. This power play is looking pretty good so far. Puck back to the point. Rickwood tees it up. A shot blocked. Can they keep it alive? No, they cannot. That was Jesse Fennell. Could not hold the line. And now just 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Maybe one final entry into the zone for Oakville. Over the line is Rickwood. Rickwood watched by the Aeros player there, and it is played down the ice, and that'll be icing against Toronto. So nicely underway here. 11:57 left to go in the first period of play. And back to 5-on-5. Face-off won by the Hornets. They can't keep it in the zone, but they'll just look to try to get it back in, and that's a turnover, and the Aeros will get it to the Hornets' blue line. Here's Underwood across for Correa. Correa moving in, shooting, save, and a big rebound. But the first good stop by Maddie MacArthur in that Oakville net. Here's Jada Christian. She gets it up deep for Oakville, and no icing on the play. Natalie Thompson had her arm in the air trying to let her teammates know, but play continues. Here's Christian. Up ahead for Bryn Kuchar. That's turned over. And the Aeros look to get organized and take it in deep, and that'll just facilitate a wholesale line change for the Toronto Aeros. Turnover at center. Couple players go tumbling. Looks like another penalty will be called. I think this time, yeah, it's going to Oakville. So the Aeros get the goalie to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty against the Hornets. There's a shot. MacArthur steers it aside. They touch it up. And there goes the whistle. I think it's a Gia going off. Yep, number 88 for Oakville, Lexi Agia. I believe for the trip. So the Aeros will go to work on the power play. Their power play in the playoffs so far, second at 26.1% efficiency. And the Oakville penalty kill at 91.3% efficiency, but that was 10th when the playoffs started and when there were originally 16 teams, I believe, in the original draw. But still a very good efficiency rate from both sides on the penalty kill and the power play. So let's see who wins this battle here for the first power play of the game for the Toronto Aeros. Play is called because the net is off its moorings. Mackenzie Krasowski stepped in to take that face off for the Aeros. They lost it, and a puck comes out to center. Pantaleo, and that puck is chipped up over the glass into the stands and out of play. Face-off will come to the right of Hornets goalie Maddie MacArthur. And something happened there, which is going to force them to drop the puck again. And here we go. Kozorski down low for Katie Knoll. Knoll over for Shannon Hollins. Back to Knoll. Knoll at the side of the goal, chips it in front. And MacArthur comes up with it. So they tried a little play right in front of the crease area, and she had to be careful. Natasha Athanasakos to take this face-off against the Oakville captain, Sarah Fillier. There's a weak shot that goes just wide of the goal. Pozorski moves in. Play it around to the far corner. Now the puck comes to the point. Yearwood cannot keep it alive, and Fillier was almost off to the races. Then she brought it in, and it was a delayed offside, so play is called. .47 seconds left to go in the penalty to Lexi Agia. And right off the face-off, here comes Fillier short-handed. Fillier stops up, blows a tire right in front of the Toronto bench, but they still got the puck, and this will do well for killing off some more clock on this Aeros power play. Down the ice it goes, and Natalie Thompson will leave that there for Sophie Jakes. Here's Jillian Thompson, back to Jakes. The Aeros will hit the blue line with some speed. Here's Jakes, could not cradle the pass, and now the puck's in the corner. Jakes coming out with a nice move. Knoll trying to follow up and give some support. Puck comes to the point. Jillian Thompson moves up, now there's Correa. Correa, nice spinning move. Breaks off one defender, shoots, and right into the glove of MacArthur as the penalty expires. So back to 5-on-5 with 8:34 left to go in the first period. Aeros can't hold it in, could be an odd woman rush the other way. Hardy in, shooting, scores! Isabel Hardy on a 2-on-1, makes it 1-0 Oakville. The speed of the Hornets on full display. Hardy takes the pass and makes no mistake going stick side on Thompson. The speed of Hardy may have backed up the Aeros goalie, And a huge goal, the opening goal of the game, and Oakville is up. And that's Hardy's first goal and first point in these playoffs, so couldn't have come at a better time. So the Hornets with the early momentum, and that has every single player on the Hornets bench just standing up and really dialed into this game. Great to see. Aeros look a little reserved, but you can bet that they're going to respond with a strong shift here, because the way I've seen hockey is that the true character of a team is how they respond the shift after they're scored upon. And you can bet the Aeros are going to push back. Dobson and Agia draw the assist, a chance for the Aeros to tie it up, a close call as Pantaleo almost had one. And right there, I talked about the Aeros with the strong pushback. There's a weak shot, and that's Mackenzie Krasowski doing battle down along the boards, and that puck will be a face-off coming in the Hornet zone. Face off to the right of MacArthur. Fillier and Athanasakos to take the draw. .7:42 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Oakville Hornets on a goal by Isabel Hardy. And that was Lexi Agia and Amy Dobson drawing the assists on that goal. Oh, close call there. MacArthur bobbled the puck with her glove. And off goal the Hornets again with speed. It's Fillier. Fillier's got Travers with her, and they are just offside at the line. Here's Travers. Travers waits, shoots, and a save by Thompson. Ooh, they crashed the net a little bit. That was Sarah Fillier moving in. And a little bit of a collision there with the Aeros goalie. Face-off won by the Hornets, but the Aeros will control. That's Korea looking to move it up. There's a pass up ahead for Carly Merkley. Merkley trying to go the distance, moving in. There's a shot off a skate. Puck goes to the corner. Here comes Travers the other way for the Hornets. She's turned back. Puck high in front of our broadcast position here at the Hornets blue line, and it's Laura Cote lugging it up ahead. Cote over for Travers, a backhand shot that just misses. Kept alive by Kucher. What a play there. And she lost a handle on it. That would have certainly been a scoring chance if she would have moved it. A couple players fall down in the high slot in the Oakville zone. And Kucher back to pick it up for Oakville. Hornets with a little bit of trouble getting the puck out of their end. And now they will get it to center. Bazorski will flip it in deep. Off the boards and onto the stick of Aislinn Byers. Aeros trying to ramp up the pressure here. Centering pass in front off a skate. Wheeling out with it, now back to the point. It's Yearwood. Wrist shot off a skate. Puck goes to the corner. Hornets trying to get it out. They'll chip it up to neutral ice. And now it's Dobson. Aeros play a little bit of catch on their own blue line. Oakville trying to respond back with a good shift. And the Aeros will just chip it in deep and get a line change. There's Lexia Gia. And the Hornets can't get the puck out. It's in some skates. And a few broken plays the last little bit from both teams. No real flow just yet, as things maybe start to tighten up between these two teams. Muscling forward is Kira Mehmet. She centers a pass in front, couldn't get a stick on it there, was Isabel Hardy. Vickers shot off the helmet of Sophie Jakes, and that took a funny bounce. Aeros trying to get organized, get a zone exit out of their end. And here's Courtney Correa. Turn over to Fillier. Sarah Fillier moving in. She's hauled down, no call. And here come the Aeros. Kept in at the line momentarily. And now chipped up ahead. Here's a break for Travers. Travers moves in, shoots, and just misses the top corner. I don't know if they have a book on Thompson, but they seem to be shooting stick side, the Hornets are. That was a great scoring chance for Catherine Travers. Play is called here with exactly 4 minutes to go in the first period. Fillier wins the face-off. And pardon me, it's a Hornets power play as Courtney Correa is in the box for slashing. Let's see what they can do here. Good opportunity in the game for Oakville to maybe try to increase their lead as we are now close to the late stages of this opening period. And over the line is Rickwood for Fillier. Fillier's shot misses just wide, a low shot trying to go on that glove side of Thompson. As the Oakville Hornets power play looks to lock and reload here. Here's Lexia Gia. Pass up ahead to Travers. Travers 1-on-3 over the line. Will play it into the corner and she'll chase after it herself. The Aeros get it down the ice. That'll kill off some more time, down to 45 seconds left to go in the power play for Oakville. Starting the breakout is Jada Christian. Or rather, that was Jessie Fennell. And now the Hornets gain the zone. Let's see if they can get set up here. There's Kira Mehmet. And she loses a handle on it. Here's a break for the Aeros, maybe a 2-on-1, but Pantaleo decided to go to the bench. And instead it was Claire Dalton up there by herself and thought better of it just to play it in deep and kill off some more time. Just 10 seconds left to go now in the power play for Oakville. Maybe one final push here with the extra player. And play is called again. I think there's another penalty coming up. No penalty. I think they just couldn't move the puck in the corner, and so a whistle was blown. Under 2 to go in the first. Back to 5-on-5. Good kill by the Toronto Aeros. Here's Krasowski. Tried to make a move and couldn't get around the last defender. There's Bryn Kucher over the line, and a couple players, or at least one of them, was offside for the Hornets. So maybe the only mistake in this game was that 2-on-1, and Oakville was the beneficiary of that with Isabel Hardy scoring. Other than that, it's been a pretty tight checking game. We haven't seen too many odd woman rushes. Usually in men's hockey you say odd man rush, so no odd woman rushes in this one. Chances have been few and far between, so we'll have to see if that continues the rest of the game. Aeros looking to get set up in the Oakville zone on her knees and still making a good play with it was Carly Merkley. Puck comes to the point. Try to go D to D there to Avery Peer. It's in the corner now, and we're under 1 minute to go in the opening frame. Here's Vickers. Vickers up along the wall. Aeros trying to get a chance, moving into the slot. She's got a lane, shoots, and I don't think she got all of it that she wanted. And that was a relatively easy save for MacArthur, but she was in a prime scoring area, fanning on the shot. Aeros pressing, and that net has come off once again in the Oakville zone. So that net might be a storyline of its own. It's gone off a couple times. And here goes Catherine Travers. She's had a pretty good period. Play is called. And there'll be a face-off. Oh, we got a penalty call. Cross-checking to Nicole Pozorski. So another power play for the Hornets, their third in this period. Dobson shot, tipped. Oh, what a save by Thompson. Loose puck, they try to hack away. That was a close call. That nearly went in off the initial point shot that was tipped, and then a second opportunity. As time starts to tick and wind down in this period, just 10 seconds to go. Hornets buzzing, they gotta get a shot away quick. There's a shot, rebound in front, they swipe at it. Thompson down, where's the puck? And I think that's the way the period is going to end, with a scramble in front of the Aeros net. Thompson, or rather it might have been Sophie Jakes, who fell on the puck and prevented a goal there. That was a goal-saving play, as mad scramble in front of the Aeros net, and that's how the period will end. So we have a very, very brief pause, and then the second period will start, which will be another 15-minute period. And the Hornets are up on a goal by Isabel Hardy, assisted by Lexi Agia and Amy Dobson. That's where we stand right now, 1-0 on the scoreboard. All right, folks, here we go. The start of period number 2. The teams have switched sides. Oakville on the right in the white and red, and the Aeros on the left in the dark black and red. Love the jerseys. I got to say, the jerseys in the PWHL are beautiful. They just pop, and you can really see the numbers. Here's Fillier moving and shooting. Save, rebound, and the net comes off its moorings as Fillier crashed the net hard. Her shot nearly handcuffed Natalie Thompson and almost went in the net. Just 20 seconds into this period. Wow. And that's how dangerous Hornets captain Sarah Fillier is. Anywhere on the ice, seemingly making things happen, but Thompson with a great save. They don't always have to be pretty, you know, as long as you keep the puck out. But back to the jerseys. I'm saying that these jerseys they're just really, really well designed. The numbers and the letters are so easy to read compared to some other jerseys I've seen in other leagues and other teams. So definitely easier for the broadcaster. Fillier shot and rebound, and could not get a stick on it. Was Kayla Fillier in front. Puck comes to the point. Rickwood, nice move. Moving in, waiting, shooting. And the rebound comes off to the side. Hornets really taking it up a notch here on this power play. Here's Travers in the high slot, pass in front, off the skate of Fillier. That's Sarah Fillier, number 14. Or rather, that was Kayla. Sarah's out there wearing number 91, the two Filliers. I believe there is a family connection there. Here's Travers over the line, waits, shoots, and misses just wide. Puck comes to the line, kept alive by Rickwood. There's a shot. Fanning on it was Travers. He still made it way through, but didn't get to the net. And puck shot down the ice by the Aeros, and that should just about do it for the power play of the Hornets. And close call for the Aeros, but they kill that one off, and offside at the line. My goodness, it looks like there's another penalty on the play. Or hold on a second, Hollins is going to the bench. No, doesn't look like there's a call. Hold on a second. Holland is going off. And she's left the ice surface from the door on the other side, which generally is not a good thing. Yeah, she's got a 4-minute penalty. I'm guessing there's got to be unsportsmanlike would be the call. So potentially a 4-minute power play for Oakville. I mean, I will try to hear what our wonderful PA announcer Andrew Holman will say from down at rink level, what the call is. And someone's going to have to go off and serve this, and it looks like for Toronto it'll be Caitlin Yearwood. So I'll hear it in just a moment, but either way you cut it, it is a Hornets power play, a long one with a double minor at 4 minutes to work with. Wow. So I was wrong on the unsportsmanlike. It was a slew foot, and Shannon Hollins has been ejected out of the game because of that. Therefore, it is a game misconduct. She will not return to this game. So there was a slew foot behind the play that I just missed, but obviously the referees and the linesman caught that. Tough break for the Aeros, not only losing Hollins, but now really in a grind of a situation to kill off a double minor. So advantage Oakville if they can get something going here. This is the fork in the road opportunity in a game that you can ask for that can really turn the result in your favor. There's a shot, it scores! Emily Rickwood's point shot from the circle beats Thompson, and it's 2-0 Oakville. I believe that will be Rickwood's goal. Don't think it was deflected in front, and just when I said that fork in the road opportunity, turns out beautifully for Oakville as they go up a goal. The first minor penalty will be cut, so now they have 2 minutes to kill. The Aeros do. And the Hornets just keep buzzing. And if you're the Aeros right now, all you got to focus on is just killing off the rest of this penalty and then slowly find ways to get back into this game because it's only 2-0. There's still a ton of hockey left to go. And just historically, when you look at this Toronto Aeros team, they have, I believe, won 5 or 6 championships ever since the PWHL started. And that goal is being credited to Fillier as she got the deflection in front, and so the assist goes to Rickwood. But like I was saying, traditionally the Aeros are such a strong team, and they're not going to go down without a fight. I can guarantee you that. So hold on to your hats, folks. We're still in for a good hockey game. 1 minute left to go in the power play for the Hornets. The puck will come out to center. And offside at the line. And let me get the official scoring summary for you in just a moment. Play in front of the Aeros bench as they try to work it out of there. The Hornets will come up with it. Rubbed out along the boards and no call. That could have been body contact. There's a Gia's shot, a high one, a high rising shot that Thompson is able to glove down. Yep, and that's Kayla Fillier with the goal. The assist to Emily Rickwood, a power play marker that has Oakville now up 2-0. Hornets controlling their own zone, losing a handle on it and falling awkwardly was Stephanie Wallace. She seems to be okay and will stay on the ice, but now she's slowly making her way to the bench. Keep an eye on Wallace. Here's Sarah Fillier in. Tried to go up high. Puck lands in the corner and she's off to the bench. And just an update, just so you know, that power play is over, but the Hornets buzzing. A shot missing just wide. It was Jada Christian. So back to 5-on-5. A good kill by the Aeros on the second half of that minor, but they find themselves down 2-0. Maddie MacArthur has not been tested in quite some time in that Oakville net. Puck's in the corner, and then the Aeros will look to move the puck out of the zone. Maybe a stretch pass. Instead, it's going to go into the Oakville bench and out of play. We had a couple Aeros players going right up the middle. I thought there was going to be an outlet pass. And here come the Aeros. Centering pass in front. That puck goes through the blue paint and into the corner. Aeros pressing. There's their captain. That shot goes just wide off the stick of Lauren Ianni. She'll definitely be a player that wants to get going if the Aeros want to make a game out of this. One shot away from getting right back in this hockey game. Here's Hardy for Oakville. She'll play it in deep and head off to the bench. There's a hit thrown there, maybe incidental contact. It was not a actual body check thrown, so no call, a good non-call by the referees. Here's Dalton. Drops it back, there's a shot, a weak one that goes just wide. And that puck will come and squirt all the way down the ice and into the Toronto zone. Aeros can't hold the zone. Puck comes out to center, flipped back in by Toronto, and Ianni will play it in, and Rickwood back for Oakville. She'll play it up off the boards, kept in at the point, and play it into the far corner. There's Rickwood again. And a little bit of sloppy play from the Hornets at their own blue line. They're not able to get the puck out, and when they do, they turn it right back over to the Aeros. So maybe a changing of the guard as the Aeros try to push the play. Here's Travers. Travers moves into the high slot, waiting, shooting! And a nice save steered aside there by Thompson. Turned over, Agia was almost in the clear. Now the puck comes out to center. Here's Jessie Fennell. She almost turned it over and is chopped back into the Aero zone. Hammered off the boards and down the ice it goes. That'll be icing against Toronto. 7:14 left to go in the second period of play. 2-0 Oakville. Prashna Ikwadi here with you with the call. Hope you're enjoying this live broadcast on JVI Sports Network. There's a shot off the face-off. Thompson with the save. As I have a feeling, I mean, I know it's early and anything can happen, but if this goes to 3-0, it could be enough for Oakville and could be very difficult for Toronto to climb their way back into this game. So the next goal of critical importance, if we get one, Agia wins the faceoff, centers it in front. She won that draw right to herself and almost created a scoring chance right off the faceoff. Puck comes out and onto the stick of Amy Dobson. She'll flip it to Kira Mehmet. Mehmet being watched there. Now she'll take some time behind her own net. And there's a nice cross-ice pass to Lexi Agia. Agia over the line. Makes a nice move, throws it in front, nobody home. And the Aeros will try to catch the Hornets in transition. That's chopped up ahead, and after it is Sophie Jakes. Jakes knocks down her player, Dobson. Puck comes to the line, kept alive. Nice move by Jakes. Jakes shot, rebound in front, scores! Right in front! I believe it's Mazorski who got the final hack at it. Yep, Mackenzie Krasowski rather. And the Aeros draw to within one, a huge goal to cut into the lead. So a shot from the point, a rebound in front, and Mackenzie Krasowski at the right place at the right time to get Toronto right back into this game. So Krasowski has the goal for the Aeros, assist to Sophie Jakes and Natasha Athanasakos. And it's breathed new life into the Aeros. They're pressing once again. And Oakville realizing that, they got to push back. The momentum seemingly on Toronto's side right now as they look for the tying goal. Drop back in front. Ianni gets the puck behind the net. Takes a look. There's a shot, a one-timer. Fanning on it was Gabby Underwood. And now here go the Hornets the other way. Kayla Fillier stops up, throws it to Trevor's, a shot that goes wide of the goal. Here's Sarah Fillier behind the net. She gets it back. Fillier throws it in front, trying to thread the needle with the pass. Hacking away, but Thompson's got it and will hold for a face-off. Puck comes to the point, a shot, a hard one by Jesse Fennell. And Fennell's got it again, makes a short pass, waiting, shooting, and stripped of the puck at the last minute by Gabby Underwood. Underwood will get it up ahead and deep into the Oakville zone. Aeros seem to be skating much better, and that goal really put a jolt into their skating legs, that's for sure. Looks like the play was offside at the line. Here's Dobson for Oakville, up ahead to Mehmet, and flipped up deep into the Oakville zone. Back there to pick it up is Lexi Agia. Collision there, Agia goes down. Trying to break away from it is Mehmet. She plays it up ahead, runs into the lineswoman and falls down. Both the lineswoman and Mehmet go down in a heap. Now here comes Ianni. Ianni with the backhand shot that goes just wide of the goal. Centering it in front. Loose puck in the slot. And a penalty coming up. It's going to be a hooking call to Oakville. And that drew a nice cheer from the fans of the Toronto Aeros. Hardy off for hooking. And a great opportunity for Toronto to tie this game up as we have 3:20 left to go in the period. So Isabel Hardy, who's opened the scoring for Oakville, is in the penalty box now. See how the Aeros do on this one. Puck comes off the boards and MacArthur will smother that for a face-off. There goes Sarah Fillier for the Hornets. She'll just pump it in deep into the Toronto zone. The lone forechecker up there on this penalty kill. You got to watch out for her if you're Toronto. She is dangerous shorthanded. Here come the Aeros. There's a shot. It's deflected off to the far corner. Played around. There's Claire Dalton on it. Dalton for Pantaleo. Here's Grant. Grant plays it around. Aeros looking maybe for that perfect seam play. Haven't directed a shot towards the goal yet. Here's a play in front. Ianni shooting. Blocked in front. Loose puck. And Sarah Fillier will get it the length of the ice to kill off some more power play time of the Aeros. Down to 40 seconds left to go in their power play. Here's Amy Dobson in a battle against 3 Aeros players. Wallace steps in to help out. Puck comes to the point. Here's Thompson, Jillian Thompson. Shoots intentionally wide, maybe looking for the tip. Comes back to Thompson. Thompson takes a look, walks the line. Short pass off to Correa. There's a shot. Rebound off to the side. Chance for the Hornets to clear it out. They do not. There's Jones with a shot missing just wide, or rather Jakes with that chance. And the power play is over, and there's Sophie Jakes with the best chance on that power play, just missing the top corner on the stick side of Maddie MacArthur. Flipped to center by the Hornets. Here comes Sarah Fillier. Fillier, nice move on the backhand shooting. And a great save by Thompson, shutting down one of the best of Oakville. So dangerous. Hornets captain Sarah Fillier, and there she tried to do it on her own. Just one defender back. Nice little toe drag. Tried to go to the backhand, but Thompson would have none of that. 50 seconds left to go in this second period. And the worst goals are the ones scored at the beginning or the ends of any period. And I can tell you, players hate it. Coaches definitely drives them nuts. If you get it, it's great. But if you get scored on, it's not quite the most happiest thing in the world when you know you had a lead going into the intermission. So Oakville trying to get out of this clean. Aeros may get a final chance if they get this up the ice towards the Oakville net. Pump back in by the Hornets. Just 10 seconds left to go. Here's a chance. Agia's shot misses wide. Puck's behind the net now. And that will likely do it for this period. And we'll have a bit of a pause, folks, so don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a beverage or a snack. A 15-minute flood will be coming up. The Zamboni will be out, and then we'll have a third period of 20 minutes of length here at Joshua Creek Arena as you're enjoying the PWHL Final Four. Prashnaikwadi with the call live on YouTube, thanks to JVI Sports Network. Welcome back, PWHL hockey fans. We are still obviously, of course, inside Joshua Creek Arenas here in Oakville. Third period coming up in just a few moments between the Oakville Hornets and the Toronto Aeros in this PWHL Final Four Day 2. Win and you're in are the implications of this game. And what will they be in? Well, apparently the team that wins this game will punch their ticket to the gold medal game, which will go down tomorrow at 2 p.m. Hornets will take a 2-1 lead into this third period of play, and this third period will be 20 minutes in duration. If we get to an overtime format, that's a big if, we'll have to see. There is a very elaborate overtime format, and I'll explain those details if we get to that situation, of course. But for now, if you're Oakville, I think you got to keep pushing for the next goal. You cannot sit on this lead. I mean, typically when there's 5 minutes to go and you got a 1-goal lead, then you may try to, shut things down. But right now, if you're Oakville, you got to go pedal to the metal and try to get some insurance goals. And Toronto, well, they're just one shot away from tying this up, and then anything can happen. So let's see how it goes. It's always very interesting to see how the teams come out in the first few shifts of a third period, if they got some jump in them. Face-off outside of the Aeros zone. They win the face-off. Puck knocked down at center. There's Travers trying to work it out, and it comes onto the stick of Fillier. Fillier's wrist shot in just over the net, and that went just over the crossbar. Here's Travers. Travers fights off a check. Puck at the side of the goal. They try to backhand it in. That doesn't get there. Aeros will get it down the ice. Is it enough for icing? Yes, it is. And a face-off will come back in the Aeros zone. Face-off to the right of Aeros goalie, Natalie Thompson. Shot off the face-off. A nice save by Thompson. Puck's now in the corner as Toronto looks to move it out. Chipped to the line and just outside. Hornets with possession. And back there is Stephanie Wallace. Up ahead for Lexi Agia. Agia. Shot. Looked like a pass, more like it. That went and skipped just wide. Puck comes to the point. Here's Wallace. Wallace tees it up. Shot that goes just wide of the goal. Aeros trying to get the puck out, unable to do so. Now they'll get a good look at it. And Pantaleo, though, will flip it into her own team's bench and out of play. Played around by the Aeros, and they'll get the puck to neutral ice, but the Hornets will just dump it back in. Back there's Nicole Pozorski. She takes a tumble. Christian trying to add some forechecking pressure, but the Aeros will get it to the Oakville zone and turn it right over. Pozorski over the line. She's got Krasowski with her. Krasowski in, shooting. Save, rebound in front, right in the crease. Aeros could not get a stick on it. Yearwood's shot is gonna flutter just wide. Aeros with a really good chance there as the puck precariously landed in the crease area. Here's Yearwood. Yearwood on the backhand, a nice stick check by Jada Christian to break up that play. Battle for it in the corner, and coming out with it is the Hornets. They'll get it to the line and kept alive. Athanasakos takes a look, throws a pass to the far corner. Here comes Jada Christian for the Hornets. And she'll peel off to the bench for a line change. Here's Pozorski. Behind the net, she's tied up. And her teammates will help her out, and they'll get it to center. That was Krasowski. She's going to head off to the bench. Moving in is Sophie Jakes. Jakes in, shot, blocked in front. Oh, player was flying, and that was Jakes. And I think that's going to be body contact against the Oakville Hornets player, and it'll be an Aeros power play. Yeah, Kayla Fillier going off. So, a huge opportunity for the Aeros to try to tie this game up. They get a power play. My goodness, it's a 4-minute penalty. So, a similar situation. What happened to the Aeros Hollins? So in this case, the 4-minute does not carry a game misconduct, but it's 4 minutes because it was head contact. So talk about a wonderful opportunity for the Aeros. They just get one right here. A double minor penalty to the Hornets, and the Aeros with a wonderful chance to try to get back into this game. Played in deep into the Aeros zone. Out of the goal is Natalie Thompson. She'll leave it there for Jillian Thompson. Up ahead to Sophie Jakes. Jakes over the line. Pass across to Pantaleo. Back in the slot. A shot. MacArthur the save. The rebound goes behind the net. Puck's in the corner now. Aeros pressing. Behind the net. Looking for someone in front. Comes to the point to Pierre. She goes across to Pantaleo. There's a shot for the point. MacArthur fought that off. Aeros still with possession, moving the puck really well on this power play, which is down to 2:30 left to go now. Pass into the high slot. Hornets get a chance to get it out, and Lexi Agia does just that. Puck is deep in the Aeros zone. They cannot get it out. And now they hit center, and they are able to do so. Here's Ianni, a weak shot off the skate of Emily Rickwood. Puck's in the corner now. They try to fish it out of there. It will come back to the point. Here's Pierre across. There's a shot from the point, misses just wide. Played around to the other side, chipped up ahead by the Hornets. They'll get it outside of the zone. Aeros looking to quickly push it back in. Battle for the puck in front of the Hornets bench area. Rickwood will just calm things down and then throw it to center. Knocked down by Pozorski. Athanasakos gets the short pass and now gains the zone. Athanasakos waits. Scott Yearwood at the point. She tees it up. A shot in. MacArthur to save the rebound. And the Hornets get it down the ice. Good chances for the Aeros on this power play, which now has a minute left to go. Really good flow in this period so far. Not very many stoppages in play. And flipped down the ice once again by Oakville. This could be a huge confidence-building moment for Oakville if they can get out of this unscathed. Here's Pozorski. Shot, or rather Krasowski with that shot, and a save by MacArthur. Hornets move it out with speed. Is Stephanie Wallace, 1-on-2. Wallace looking for the shot, a weak one, gets in on Thompson. No problem there for the Aeros goalie. Here's Krasowski, will play it in deep. Try to keep the forechecking pressure there, but it looks like the Hornets will come out of the zone. It's Wallace who's forced back, and that penalty is over. So an unbelievably huge kill by the Oakville Hornets. Aeros had a few chances towards the goal, but most importantly for Oakville, the score is still 2-1. Here's Courtney Correa, watched by Agia, turned the puck over, and there goes Rickwood with speed through center. She's got Kayla Fillier with her. Rickwood is turned up at the line. And here comes Correa, 3-on-1 for the Aeros. Holding and shooting, saved by MacArthur, rebound in front. And Rickwood got a piece of that and is able to backhand it to the point. Aeros with the first real good, I guess you could say, odd woman rush since the opening goal of the game, which is scored by the Hornets, Isabel Hardy. There's a shot from the point that's blocked in front. There goes Kira Mehmet. She'll pump it in deep. And off on the forecheck is Jessie Fennell. Here's Sarah Fillier. She'll peel back and just backhand it up through neutral ice. Puck kept alive by the Aeros, moving in. Pass into the slot, Pantaleo with the shot, and MacArthur with the better save to scoop that up in the glove, and most importantly, no rebound there. Hornets trying to get the puck out of the zone. They do just that, right to the front of the penalty box area. And back in come the Aeros. It is the captain, Lauren Ianni. Could she be the catalyst to start something here for the Aeros? Puck comes to the point. Krasowski wheels back to Pozorski, a hard shot that goes just wide of the goal. Picked off there by Mackenzie Krasowski. She has the lone goal in this game for the Aeros. Up ahead goes Agia, or rather Dobson. That's Amy Dobson. Dobson leaves it there for Catherine Trevors. Puck will go to the far corner. Tried to center it, and that was picked off by Krasowski. She tried to thread a pass. It looked like it went off a stick, so no icing. And back into the Aeros zone it goes, but quickly turned up the ice and deep now into the Hornets territory. Not sure if the Hornets are going to play the clock just yet, but they're attacking here. Rickwood's shot blocked. I wanted the stick of Jakes. Jakes moving in, nice move. Maybe one move too many. Here's Courtney Correa. Correa throws a pass across, comes to the point, and it comes outside of the line. And Cote takes her player into the boards, no call there. Here's Correa looking for a pass in front. Couldn't quite thread the needle. And now 9 minutes left to go in the third period. That puck is frozen up against the board, so there'll be a face-off coming up in the Hornets' end. Back to the point to Thompson. Thompson holds the line, plays it in deep into the corner. Puck comes back to the point to Thompson. She goes D to Jakes. Jakes shot, and that goes high over the net. And the puck comes out. Here comes Hardy, 2-on-1 with Mehmet. Hardy moving in, shoots, saved by Thompson. The rebound cleared out, kept alive by the Hornets, and they keep pressing. Puck's in the corner now. Hornets trying to come up with it. 4 players down low. And there's Tegan Grant with a chance to move it out, or rather Claire Dalton. She gets it to Ianni. She's knocked off the puck. She's boxed up against the boards in front of the Aeros bench area, and once again a stoppage in play as the puck was frozen along the boards. Face-off won by Oakville, and then off a skate and into the penalty box area. Another face-off coming up. Here's Fillier. She'll chop it up deep into the corner. Trevor's going after it. Puck comes out to center, and there goes Pantaleo. Pantaleo throws it to Thanos. Goes across for Tegan Grant. She could not quite cradle that pass. And the Hornets hemmed in a little bit in their own end right now. Dobson will look to move it out. And a good forechecking by the Aeros. Puck comes out in the slide, and now it's back to the point. Aeros pressing for the tying goal. And it'll come out to center and flip back in by Toronto. In the corner now, Kayla Fillier with a chance to move it out. Just gets it up the wall, but kept in. There's a shot. MacArthur steers that aside. Merkley, and now back for it is Aislinn Byers. Good pressure by Toronto. Hasn't really resulted in anything clear cut just yet, but they are keeping that puck in that Oakville zone. And now Oakville finally with some breathing room. They get it out to center. Puck goes down the ice. Oakville getting in a line change. And here comes Pozorski. Pozorski will backhand that in. And flipped up through center. Knocked down, and the Hornets get possession. Fennell in front of her bench area, trying to move it out of there. Coming in to help out was Bryn Kuchar. And here's Rickwood. Turned over, and here come the Aeros again. A long shot. Flipped in deep by Toronto, and the play's in the corner now. Around the boards it goes, and Rickwood with her head up. Tried to get that pass up ahead. It's turned over. Here's Dalton. Down low. A shot saved by MacArthur. A huge stop by the Oakville goalie. Thompson goes D to Jakes. Sophie Jakes stops up, takes a look. Plays it calmly around the boards to Knoll. Katie Knoll being worked over by Jessie Fennell. And Toronto pressing here. Jakes goes across to Thompson. Thompson, wrist shot in, saved by MacArthur. Rebound comes out, Jakes moves in. A shot blocked. The scramble is on as Toronto pressing with exactly now 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Here's Thompson. Throws it in front. This time it's going to be picked off, but not out of the zone. Oakville in all sorts of trouble right now. There are some tired bodies out there for the Hornets. They're just desperately trying to get the puck out. And finally, Jada Christian, no, it does not come out. And now it still doesn't come out. My goodness, Ianni goes to the net. Here's Jake's shot. MacArthur the save, and finally a whistle. That was long overdue for Oakville. Dramatic pressure by the Aeros. So many moments where even as a broadcaster I want to say intuitively, yeah, that puck's coming outside of the zone, and it simply did not come out. You could almost count a minute or more of just cycle time by the Aeros in the Oakville zone. they're definitely trending in the right direction, and they just doing anything and everything to try to manufacture a goal here with 4:26 left to go. Here's Pantaleo, throws it in front. Aeros player Krasowski was hauled down, no call. Puck flipped up by the Hornets just to center. Fillier loses her stick, and they're calling a slashing penalty here. Oh my, and it's going to Toronto. So an ill-advised penalty by Natalia Pantaleo. For that slash, which I believe took Kayla Fillier's stick right out of her hand, so an easy call for the officials to make, but not a good turn of events for Toronto, as they're shorthanded now for the next 2 minutes, which will take them to about the 2-minute mark left in the third. So they need to focus on just killing off this penalty, and maybe, hey, you never know, maybe take chances shorthanded. I don't know. It's a tough play to make. There's a shot from the point, and Natalie Thompson knows she has to be perfect now the rest of the way for her team to have a chance. Rickwood's wrist shot in, blocked in front, and chopped down the ice by Toronto. MacArthur out of the goal, will leave that there for Rickwood. Rickwood up ahead for Fillier. Flip back into the zone, Gia couldn't get a stick on it. Now she's got it, protecting the puck nicely, looking for someone in front. Loses a handle on it, and here goes Courtney Correa the other way for Toronto. Correa short-handed, up ahead. Hornets will go cross ice, and Pazorski will fire it back in for Toronto. Picked off there by Correa. Correa, 1-on-3 short-handed. No help right now, but is doing a number on this Hornets power play, which now it is down to 30 seconds. Flip back in, and there goes Carly Merkley. And this has been a pretty effective kill so far for Toronto. Oakville not really been able to get set up. 10 seconds left to go in the power play, and then it'll be all hands on deck for the Aeros. Off the boards, down the ice. And MacArthur forced to cover up as the penalty is now over. Pantaleo returns to the Aeros bench, and 2:11 left to go in the third period. Face-off won by the Aeros. Moving in. Centering pass in front. Comes back to the point to Thompson. She waits. Shot blocked there by Trevors. Trevors will chip and chase ahead. She's held up by Ieni, and that's going to be another penalty to Toronto. And that one seemed to be fairly obvious in terms of interference. The Toronto fans are not liking it, but the captain of the Aeros will go off for interference, and that could conceivably be the game if Oakville can really just play keep away and just keep it in that Toronto zone, because it's a 5-on-4 advantage, and even if Toronto pulls a goalie, it'll just be 5-on-5. So the odds are stacked against the Aeros right now. The net comes off its moorings, but this is a difficult situation because you got a minute 50 to go in the penalty to Ieni, and just a minute 43 left to go in the third period. So they're going to have to score shorthanded. I don't know if they'll get the goalie out or not, but it's going to be tough for Toronto right now. They have to be thinking shorthanded goal right now. There's no other way around it. That's fired down the ice, and giving chase will be Katie Knoll. So let's see how this final sequence of events turns out. in this game between Oakville and Toronto. Jakes from the point, wrist shot in, blocked in front. Aeros trying to get it up ahead. This could be a 2-on-1. Yes, and it's on the empty net. Fillier to Travers, and there we go. That should be the game. Travers puts it into the empty net, makes it 3-1 Oakville with just 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go. Ioannis will return out of the penalty box to be back in the game, but with a 2-goal lead now with 1:06, it might be a little too late for Toronto to stage any comeback. So they did yank the goalie for the extra player. It wasn't an extra attacker necessarily because they were on the penalty kill there, and did not work out as Fillier connected with Travers, and that should be enough for Oakville. So under 1 minute to go here. Oakville just trying to get out of this nice and clean. Down to the final stages of this third period. The net is still empty in the Toronto end, as you may as well pull the goalie and try to see if they can come up with something here, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's a play in front. Puck comes to the point, but just down to 10 seconds, and they need 2 goals, not just 1. And back to the point, across the pier, wrist shot in, blocked, and that's the game. The Oakville Hornets will take this one by a score of 3-1 over the Toronto Aeros. I have to correct myself, folks. I do not believe this is a situation of win and they're in the gold medal. Oakville does not automatically clinch the gold medal game with a win here, because Nepean, Toronto, and Oakville could all finish with 2-1 records. And then it'll be based on a head-to-head differential as well as a goals for, goals against differential. So hold on to your hats, folks. For anything official, please check out the PWHL website to see who will be in the gold medal game. So Oakville is in a good position, but we'll have to see how this next game that comes up at 4:30 will go down. So final ceremony here for player of the game. But thank you for joining us on JVI Sports Network. And I was glad to have the call for you. Prashna Ikwadi here. And here we go with the player of the game. Strong performance by her.
And for Oakville, number 25,
and number 25, Maddie MacArthur, the goalie for Oakville, will get the player of the game for the Hornets. All right, folks, that does it for this game. Stay tuned on JVI Sports Network. You can check out the other link for the 4:30 p.m. game coming up between the Cambridge Rivulets and the Nepean Wildcats. I'm Prashna Ikwadi signing off. We'll see you next time.